passengers remained unaware of the imminent danger. Security personnel on board were vigilant, but detected no immediate threats. At 8 p.m., the terrorists struck. Explosions were heard as the train was derailed. Gunfire erupted as the terrorists attacked the train. In the unforgiving landscape of northern Nigeria, terror struck once again. The Islamic State West Africa province, ISWAP, unleashed a deadly assault in the Kukawa area. The serene routine of local fishermen was shattered by an onslaught of violence, leaving 15 men dead, their bodies a grim testament to the brutal realities of life under the shadow of insurgency. To fully grasp the magnitude of this violence, we must journey back to 2011, when the seeds of today's chaos were first sown. On August 26, 2011, a seismic event rocked Nigeria's capital, Abuja, as Boko Haram detonated a bomb at the United Nations building. This attack, which claimed at least 21 lives and injured more than 60, marked a turning point, thrusting Boko Haram into the international spotlight. The group's newfound boldness was a harbinger of the terror to come.
We condemn this terrible act utterly. A number of people are dead, many more are wounded.
The bombing of the UN building was just the beginning. A city previously thought to be insulated from such violence found itself under siege. In April 2014, the suburb of Nyanya became the target of another devastating bombing. A blast at a bustling bus station killed over 70 people and left many more injured. This attack underscored Boko Haram's evolving tactics and their ability to strike at the very heart of Nigeria, far from their northeastern stronghold. Despite the growing threat, Nigeria's efforts to bolster its military capabilities were fraught with challenges. Attempts to procure advanced weaponry from Western nations were frequently stymied. These obstacles left Nigeria vulnerable, struggling to equip its military adequately, while facing international pressure against purchasing arms from alternative sources. The consequences of these procurement challenges were dire. Boko Haram, and later ISWAP, capitalized on Nigeria's weakened state, seizing control of numerous communities in the north. The Nigerian military, hamstrung by a lack of adequate resources, struggled to mount an effective counteroffensive. The resulting instability led to widespread displacement, with countless Nigerians forced to flee their homes, leaving behind their lives and livelihoods.
Part of the problem was that you weren't allowed to buy helicopters in our country, and now you are. I worked that out so that now you can buy the helicopters that you want. They weren't allowed to buy the helicopters in our country for various reasons, which frankly were not good reasons. But now they get them, and they get them very quickly, and they are the best helicopters anywhere in the world.
A pivotal moment came in April 2018, when then President of the United States, Donald Trump, extended an invitation to Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari to visit Washington.
We're also helping our Nigerian partners by facilitating intelligence, cooperation, and providing training and military equipment to Nigerian forces. For example, we recently sold Nigeria 12 U.S. 829 Super Katana aircraft. It's a great aircraft. In the first ever sale of American military equipment to Nigeria. These new aircraft will improve Nigeria's ability to target terrorists and protect civilians. Finally, we're deeply concerned by religious violence in Nigeria, including the burning of churches and the killing and persecution of Christians. It's a horrible story. We encourage Nigeria and the federal, state, and local leaders to do everything in their power to immediately secure the affected communities and to protect innocent civilians of all faiths, including Muslims and including Christians.
The arrival of the A-29 Super Tucano attack helicopters heralded a new phase in Nigeria's counter-terrorism efforts. These highly mobile and versatile aircraft provided the Nigerian military with enhanced capabilities, enabling more effective airstrikes, surveillance, and close air support missions. This technological boost was instrumental in regaining control over territories previously held by Boko Haram and ISWAP. Yet the recent attack in Kukawa and the subsequent issuance of a quick notice to nearby communities serve as a chilling reminder of the persistent threat these groups pose. On March 28, 2022, a train carrying over 390 passengers, including prominent individuals such as the managing director of a major bank and several politicians, departed from the central station in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. The train was bound for Kaduna, a key city in northern Nigeria. Passengers were seated and the journey began smoothly. At 6:30 p.m., the train continued its journey towards Kaduna. Passengers settled in for the journey, engaging in various activities such as reading, conversing, and using electronic devices. The atmosphere was calm and routine. By 7 p.m., unbeknownst to the passengers and crew, terrorists had begun positioning themselves for an attack along the train route. The terrorists, who had been planning the attack for some time, finalized their preparations to intercept the train. At 7:45 p.m., the train approached the targeted area. Passengers remained unaware of the imminent danger. Security personnel on board were vigilant, but detected no immediate threats. At 8 p.m., the terrorists struck. Explosions were heard as the train was derailed. Gunfire erupted as the terrorists attacked the train. Panic ensued among the passengers. Many tried to find cover while the crew attempted to manage the chaos and protect the passengers. By 8:15 p.m., the immediate aftermath revealed the scale of the tragedy. At least 8 passengers were confirmed dead due to the explosions and gunfire. Several passengers sustained injuries of varying severity. Approximately 62 passengers were abducted by the terrorists and taken to an unknown location. At 8:30 p.m., security forces began to respond. Communication was established with emergency responders and security forces. Some passengers managed to escape the train and flee to safety, while others were trapped inside or taken hostage by the terrorists. Efforts to secure the area and rescue the passengers commenced. Medical teams tended to the injured. The full scale of the attack started to become clear as officials gathered information from survivors and assessed the damage. The Abuja-Kaduna train attack marked a tragic and violent incident in Nigeria's ongoing struggle with terrorism. The attack resulted in significant casualties and injuries, highlighting the urgent need for enhanced security measures on critical infrastructure. The nation mourned the loss of lives and grappled with the implications for future transportation safety. This tragic event underscored the importance of vigilance and robust security protocols to protect citizens and critical infrastructure from such devastating acts of terrorism.
I don't think people should underrate what happened in Libya. 43 years of Gaddafi, people were recruited from the Sahel. They were taught nothing other than to shoot and kill. With the demise of Gaddafi, they moved to their countries and to their regions, and they carried away with them the only experience they have. Training, using weapons, and that's what is aggravating the situation.
This summer it was my honor to meet with 2 brave young women, Joy Bishara and Lydia Pogu, who were kidnapped by Boko Haram in April of 2014 at the secondary school in Nigeria. I was deeply moved by their inspiring stories of courage, resilience, and survival. They really were 2 amazing young women. I told Joy and Lydia is committed to combating both jihadist terrorism and the scourge of human trafficking and smuggling. In the world today, there is more human trafficking than there has ever been, if you can believe this. They use the internet better than almost anybody is able to use the internet. So think of it, in a modern world, in this world, there's more human trafficking and slavery than at any time in the history of this world. It's hard to believe. The United States is committed to working alongside Nigeria as we seek a future of strength, prosperity, and peace for both of our countries. Mr. President, thank you very much. Thank you.
The Nigerian Air Force, NAF, has intensified its operations to dislodge bandits from their hideouts across various parts of Nigeria, reinforcing the nation's commitment to restoring peace and security. The nation's struggle against Boko Haram and ISWAP has been marked by significant challenges, including obstacles in acquiring necessary military equipment. The path ahead is fraught with challenges, But as Nigeria continues to confront the relentless specter of terrorism, the resilience and determination of its people remain unyielding.